A radical left-wing activist group at Oregon's Reed College has been rebuked by the freshman class fed up with divisive racial rhetoric, according to The Atlantic. Support for Readies Against Racism, RAR, a far-left group committed to combating white supremacy on campus, is tanking from the previous year, according to Chris Bodiner of The Atlantic. Only about 100 students were involved in this year's boycott, a quarter of last year's crowd. RAR was formed in response to a call for a boycott by actor Isaiah Washington in a 2016 Facebook post calling for all African Americans who are fed up with being angry, sad and disgusted to pick a day and stay home from work. I'm very sure that within 72 hours from Wall Street to the NFL. Black lives would matter. September 26, 2016 is the day, Washington wrote. Since then, RAR, which has taken particular issue with Reed's Humanities 110 course, a required, year-long course for all incoming freshmen. Beginning on boycott day, RAR protested every single lecture that school year, wrote Bodiner. According to RAR, humanities professors at Reed are entertaining threatening violence on our bodies, due to the curriculum RAR refers to as Eurocentric, Caucasoid, and oppressive. According to The Atlantic, an RAR statement given to all new freshmen read, "We believe that the first lesson that freshmen should learn about Hum 110 is that it perpetuates white supremacy by centering whiteness as the only required class at Reed. It's not surprising that a group like RAR would form at Reed College, home to the most liberal student body in the country and located in Portland. Or that the college capitulated to many of RAR's 25 demands, including new hires in the Office of Inclusive Community and fast-tracking the re-evaluation of the Hum 110 syllabus that traditionally happens every 10 years, according to Bodiner. What is surprising is that while national attention focused on clashes between RAR and faculty, only Bodiner sought the opinions of the student body. A clear pattern emerged: intimidation, stigma and silence when it came to discussing Hum 110, or racial politics in general. Students were scared to speak out against RAR in 2016. When not enough white students showed up to an RAR protest, one of the leaders took to Facebook to call them out by name, saying, "How you gonna be mackin' all our white supremacy messes and not help clean up your own community by coming and sitting for a frickin' hour and still claim that you ain't a laughin' at a lynching kinda white?" Non-white students, who also faced backlash, began to resist the far-left protest group, remaining anonymous out of fear of retribution or online bullying. One student, Laura, who served in the U.S. Army, and whose father immigrated to the U.S. from Syria, created an online forum for students who oppose RAR to speak out. She would often receive private messages of people speaking out. "I'm coming into this as a person of color, but I disagree with everything RAR has been saying for a long time, and it feels as if it isn't safe for anyone to express anything that goes against what they're saying," a student wrote in a private message to Laura. Things at the small liberal arts college started to change, however, in the fall 2017 semester. This school year, students are ditching anonymity and standing up to RAR in public, and almost all of them are freshmen of color, Bodiner reports. To interrupt a lecture in a classroom setting is in serious violation of academic freedom and is just unthoughtful and wrong, wrote a student from China named Saiken. "This is a classroom. This is not the place. Right now we are trying to learn. We read the freshman students!" said one African American student when members of RAR were arguing with professors during class. A sophomore student from India, who serves as a mentor for international students like himself, lamented RAR's influence on campus the previous year. "There was very much a standard opinion you had to have about RAR, otherwise people would look at you funny, and some people would say stuff to you. A lot of people were called race traitors. The movement cannot continue to manufacture an enemy that has agreed to review the syllabus, and bend it over backwards on all accounts to accommodate the free speech of the protesters," wrote another freshman student, according to The Atlantic. Bodiner had a hopeful message that if this can happen at Reed, perhaps open discourse and critical thought can blossom elsewhere too. The freshman revolt against REUTERS could be a blueprint for other campuses. If the most liberal student body in the country can reject divisive racial rhetoric and come together to debate a diversity of views, others could follow, he wrote.